Raise your hand. State your name.
Michelle Gillum.
You solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right. Good afternoon.
Hello.
If you would state your name for the record, please.
Michelle Gillum,
And where are you employed?
the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office.
All right. And what is your current assignment there at the Sheriff's Office?
I am a lieutenant over internal affairs.
All right. Lieutenant Gillum, back in February of 2020, what was your assignment at the Sheriff's Office?
I was a detective in our criminal investigations division.
All right. And within the Criminal Investigations Division, did you have a particular set of crimes that you worked or investigated?
I did. During my 7 years in the detective division, I worked the child abuse and child sex abuse crimes.
All right. And so on February the 18th of 2020, a report came into the Sheriff's Office regarding a missing child by the name of Evelyn Boswell. Were you aware of that call?
I was.
All right. And were you in the office at the time that call came in?
Yes.
Okay. If you would kind of tell us what you did as an investigator on that particular day.
On that day, another detective met response when the call come in, which means that they just went out to the residence to check on the child, to check her well-being, see if she needed any attention, anything like that. And then I met response actually in the office with Megan Boswell.
Okay. And the detective that met response, would that have been Tracy Harraz?
It was.
Okay. And do you all work with the Department of Children's Services when these referrals first come in?
Yeah, so when a DCS referral first comes in, the Department of Children's Service investigator is the one who initially gets it and then sends it to law enforcement. And we team up with them and we meet response together, which in that case was Jimmy Lewis and Tracy Harraz. They went to the residence of Megan Boswell to check on Evelyn.
Okay. At some point in time, did Detective Harraz and Jimmy Lewis arrive at the Sheriff's Office?
They did. After they went to Megan's residence, they came back to the Sheriff's Office with Megan for her to be interviewed, and then that's when I met up with her.
Okay. Now, were you involved? Did you interview Megan initially?
No. The initial interview was conducted by Jimmy Lewis and Tracy Harraz for a brief time before I got to the Sheriff's Office.
All right.
And then I took over.
Okay. Did you discuss with them what was going on in the case? Did you before you went in to talk with Megan, did you all share information?
Me and Megan, or me and...
You and Detective Harraz?
We did briefly, and pretty much all that conversation looked like was that Evelyn is missing.
Okay. So, I guess when you went in to talk to Megan for the first time, what was your approach to interviewing her? What were you trying to...
I didn't have much information, so I just started from the very beginning, as I would with any case, with the basic info of names, addresses, and things like that.
All right. And this interview, where was it conducted?
In our Sheriff's Office, the interview room.
All right. And is your interview room, is that equipped with audio, video recording devices?
It is.
And was your interview, in fact, recorded over there?
It is.
Okay. Did you, as the interview went on, did you have doubts or question what Megan was telling you about Evelyn?
Yes. During the interview, just some of the things she was saying, it just wasn't adding up or making sense.
Okay. What was your concern, or what was your, I guess, the point of your investigation initially? What were you all trying to do?
To figure out where Evelyn is.
Okay. All right. This interview that you had of Miss Boswell, did you have an opportunity to review that interview and watch the recording before coming into court here today? All right. And the recording that you watched, was that a true and accurate copy of your interview that you had with the defendant?
It is.
All right. Judge, I would move to introduce that. I believe we are Exhibit 100.
Objection? No, sir. The full exhibit 100.
Well, okay. If I could, Judge, I would ask to play that video at this time.
Now try it again.
Okay, so, just coming into this, I just want to ask. So, I don't really even know your name. So, start from the beginning. I'm sure you've already went through it all with Tracy, but just start from the beginning and go through it all. Okay?
Can y'all hear?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm Megan. Okay, so baby's Evelyn.
Go ahead and pause it, so we can figure out the volume.
She'll be 15 months in about 3 days.
That's the only volume control that I have.
And it says it'll go on their screen.
Okay. When did you have it?
Well, I had her, and then her dad came home from the army.
No. When did you give birth?
Can y'all hear
Oh,
me?
okay, 11/21.
Anybody can't hear?
And, did she come home with you then?
Yes, I was in foster care, so I had to sign, what do you call it? I don't know if you know. It was like I was placing.
I don't know what, there's no master volume switch up here that I have, that I know of.
It's freezing out too.
I'm gonna have you go with the officer while we figure this out. Everyone stand. Be seated. All right, we're in recess.
I had her, and then her dad came home from the army.
No. When did you give birth to her? We'll start with you.
Oh, okay, 11/21/2018.
Okay. And, did she come home with you then?
Yes, I was in foster care, so I had to sign, what do you call it? I don't know if you know. It was like I was placing her in custody, but so she could be with me. Like, nothing happened for her being there.
Okay.
It was like a custody placement agreement or something like
Did
that.
you live in foster care then?
Yes, I was in Rhode Island.
And who's baby daddy?
Ethan.
Ethan. And did he live with you?
No.
Okay, so it was you and your foster parents?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how long did y'all live there?
From, well, I was there in October. She wasn't born until November, and I came home like at the beginning of February of 2019.
So about a year ago. Okay, so you come home. Did she come with you?
Yes,
All right, and where's home for you?
to my dad. Sorry.
What's your dad? Where's your dad live?
I'm Muddy Creek.
Muddy Creek. All right.
Yeah.
So you left foster care. You and baby went to dad's. Did baby daddy ever come with you then?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Where did baby daddy live?
At the time, he was in like the Army,
Okay,
and he was in Texas for a little bit, and then I think he went back to like the base, wherever he was at.
okay. So where's he at right now?
Well, they said he's in Louisiana, so I guess that's where he's at.
Okay, all right. So we're back to February. You and baby went to your dad's, right? How was that?
What do you mean?
Was it good? Y'all stay there long?
No, we might not get into it a lot.
All right, so that didn't work out very well. Where'd y'all go then?
My grandma's was on
All right, when'd y'all go to grandma's?
I guess in April,
All right, so in April.
towards the end of April.
Okay, so you didn't stay at dad's very long.
No.
Baby go with you to grandma's?
Yes.
All right, where's grandma live?
At the bottom of the hill for my dad.
All right, so she lives near dad, on Muddy Creek. All right, so you all go with grandma. Is it just grandma or grandma?
Grandma.
Just grandma. So y'all know her since April.
No, I moved out on my own in October.
Okay.
My dad owns a trailer park. And I
Did
was,
baby go with you in
Yes.
October? All right, so you moved down to grandma's in October. Baby went with you. Where'd you move to?
my dad's trailer park off of like Sugar Hollow and Buffalo. It's called Boswell Mobile Home
Was
Park.
it just you and baby?
Yes, it's just me and baby.
All right, so you and Evelyn get your own place in October. All right, so from October until now, walk me through.
Okay, Ethan came. I went to Texas to see Ethan
Mm-hmm.
for like a couple of weeks.
When was that?
November,
Did
December.
baby go with you?
Yes,
All right. So you and baby went to Texas to
Yes.
see Ethan.
Yes.
Okay.
and that was the first time that he met her because he didn't really have anything to do with her up until that point.
Okay.
Okay, so sometime in December, me and Hunter moved in together.
Hunter's boyfriend?
Yes,
Okay.
but at that time, Evelyn was not with me when I started staying there because Ethan had her.
All right. So when you and baby went to Texas in November, the first time she met Ethan, did she come back with you?
Yes,
All right. So y'all went to Texas, had a couple weeks.
yeah.
She come back with you.
Mhm.
And then walk me through from November to December.
Okay, I had her up until, me and Hunter didn't start staying together until probably like the middle towards the end of December.
Okay.
So up until that point, I lived in the trailers at my dad's.
Right.
I know it wasn't any longer than like December 25th because I was with Hunter on Christmas, and also that's when the lights got cut off because I just completely like had moved all my stuff out.
Okay.
Okay, and then Ethan got hurt.
When?
On Christmas Day, me and Hunter, we came back from Pigeon Forge because on Christmas Eve, me, my dad, Hunter, like everybody took a trip to Pigeon Forge,
Mm-hmm.
and then Christmas morning we came back, and he got her then.
Did he come up and get her? Did you take her to him?
No, we took her to him.
Where did you take her?
Wherever his grandparents' house is, got like a long gravel driveway, it's off part of town of Bluntville.
Okay, so it's local. All right. So what made you all take her to him? Because he's not in her life.
Well, because he was like complaining about wanting to know her, and I mean, like that's her dad. I was trying to give him a fair shot, you know what I mean?
Was your plan to leave her?
No, I wanted to get her back,
Okay, so
but I wanted to let her have time to bond with her dad. And then after, like,
did you stay there? Or did you just drop her off and say sayonara?
I mean, I sat there for a little bit, and then she was fine. She kind of remembered it from Texas.
Okay, so let's back up. He texted you saying he wanted to be in her life. And he said, hey, I'm at Hardtown, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So you say that would be great for you to be in your daughter's life.
Yeah,
So you and Hunter, or just you?
me and Hunter.
You and Hunter take Evelyn to where Ethan is.
Mhm.
All right? What happens then?
Well, Ethan would not let me come on the driveway. He made me walk all the way up his driveway, like, you know. And I walked up there first myself, and I was like, you're being ridiculous. Let me pull up the driveway. You know, because he was mad Hunter was with me. And I told him Hunter was coming with me when I got there.
Mhm.
Like, before I got there, I called him. This is when I still had my own phone. I called him, and I was like, hey, like, I'm gonna come up there. You know, he got her some stuff for Christmas, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I went to my brother's and got what he had gotten her for Christmas and stuff, you know, and I was like, I'll send it with you. I'll get her clothes and stuff, and we'll go up there. You know, I was like, that's fine. I was like, Hunter's gonna come with me, and he's like, okay, that's fine. I get there, and he's like, no, I don't want to come up my driveway.
Okay.
So at first I walked up there by myself, you know, I tried to talk to him to let me pull up the driveway, 'cause I really didn't walk her up there, you know what I'm saying. Walked myself back down, got her out of the car, and went back up there.
Okay.
And then I sat there for maybe like 20, 30 minutes, she was fine, I left.
When you and Hunter took the baby there, did you and Ethan have a talk about how long she was going to be staying with him? So you took your baby, correct me if I'm wrong on any of this,
Okay.
you took your baby that you've cared for since the day she was born to her dad's house that she's had nothing to do with, and you stayed for 30 minutes, and he was being an ass, made you walk all the way up the driveway, was being difficult, and you left your baby. with this man.
Well, I mean, I trusted him, because I was like, it's her dad.
So just because it's her dad, you trusted him, and he's not been in her life at all.
Well, I mean, I try to give him the benefit of the doubt. Because I don't think Ethan's a bad person.
But this is your baby.
Right.
You see where I'm
that's her
coming
dad.
from?
I see that, but like, you also have to understand that was like her dad.
Okay, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to argue with you. I
No,
know it
no.
sounds like I am, but like,
This story, I feel like you're being honest, but there's a big chunk that you're not telling us. And I'm just going to call it like it is, okay? Something within this story has happened. There's a huge chunk that you're just not telling us. I think you took her to him, probably around that time. But there's something missing, and we've got to find that missing piece, okay? And just looking at you, I can tell something ain't making sense. Can you gather that? Okay. She gathers it too. So, you leave her with Ethan on Christmas, all right? Walk me through from Christmas till now.
okay, he talked to me like the next day, and then he just kind of stopped like talking to me, not answering the phone, you know, and he got mad, and he got drunk, and he told me he was going to come kill me, because he does that.
When was this?
New Year's, I think.
All right, so if he had the baby, did you try to get the baby back?
I went by where I picked her up, and she wasn't there.
Okay, so I'm trying to wrap my head around this again. You're a mom who's dropped your kid off with a dad that she don't know.
Well, then I tried to...
And now you can't find her, but you don't notify us. You just have a good New Year's and carry on with life?
Well, I mean, he told me he was going to his friend's house.
Okay, what friend?
I don't know their names, but I kind of know around about where they live.
So now this man that don't know your child is taking your child to someone's house that you don't even know their name?
Well, it was his friend. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but also I was really trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, because he never helped me with everything.
How many benefits of the doubt are we going to give him in the story before you start telling me the truth? Because there's two ways this can go, okay? In order to do our job, we got to have your cooperation, and you've got to be honest with us, okay? But if you sit here and you continue to lie, which I know you're doing, it's not going to end well, okay? Because at the end of the day, we're going to figure out what happened. We are. Okay? So, do we need to back up, Annie, and start over, and have you start telling us the truth?
He got mad because he didn't want Evelyn to be around Hunter,
Okay.
and then he just stopped talking to me. Like, on New Year's, he got mad, and he used to get mad all the time at me and be like, well, I'm going to kill you, blah, blah, blah. And then me and him broke up because he was, like, threatening my little brother.
So you have not talked to him since New Year's, is what you're telling me.
And he's messaged me maybe one time. I've tried leaving him several voicemails, he won't answer me.
You got your phone on you?
Mm.
I don't have a phone.
Where is your phone?
Me and my dad got into it, I'll be honest with you, probably like a couple days after Christmas, because that's the last time I've been around my dad, and I was kind of smashed because I want to talk to him. I just really not have the money to get another run.
So within the messages you would send Ethan, how would you do that if you don't have a phone?
From Hunter's phone.
From Hunter's phone. Okay.
I tried to call him several times, he has not returned my calls.
So when were you going to notify us about your baby?
If he didn't meet me tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Why tomorrow? Because you waited months and you not cared in months. So why tomorrow would you notify us?
I was going to try to meet him tomorrow to get her.
Have you talked about that?
He told me he'd give her back to me in about 2 months. Or when me and Hunter broke up.
So he told you, and you just picked tomorrow without notifying him of anything.
Well, no, tomorrow would have been 2 months.
Oh. Well, have you talked to him to verify a date? So then what would you want to notify us of? Because how would he know to come meet you?
Because that's what he said, 2 months.
Where was y'all going to meet at?
Ingles, like one holiday.
So where do you think your baby is right now?
I have no clue. I thought she was with him.
Is this your only kid? You ever had a kid before?
No, it's my only kid. She got confused with the records and thought that I had 2 kids, but when I was in foster care, I had to place Evelyn in an agreement with Holton Homes so I could keep her with me at the foster care place because they would not let me keep her any other way.
So where do you think she's at?
I don't know.
You seem totally unfazed by this. That tells me that you know where your baby's at,
No, I don't.
Megan. I've been doing this a long time. I've talked to a lot of mothers. I've talked to a lot of girls. Okay? What you're telling me very well could be partial truth. But like I said, there's a piece that you're not telling me. We're going to figure out what happened. We always do. Okay? Are you connected in any way?
No.
I'm going to straight up ask you, did you have anything to do with you not knowing where your daughter's at?
I mean, I dropped her off at Ethan's, so I mean, in a way, yes, but as far as like anything else, no.
You're ready to continue, Judge. Lieutenant Gillum, in addition to interviewing the defendant on February 18th, 2020, did you continue to work on the investigation into the missing child?
Yes.
Okay. And on March the 6th of 2020, were you present when investigators learned that there was evidence that had been located at the residence of Tommy Boswell?
Yes, I was on scene.
Okay. And so did you go to his residence?
I did.
Okay. Where was that located?
Off Muddy Creek.
Okay. And what was it that you did once you arrived there at Tommy's property?
We received consent from Tommy to search a storage shed and connecting dollhouse type structure.
Okay. And were there other officers that assisted you in searching that property?
Yes, there was 3 others.
Okay. And did you in fact search that shed area?
We did.
All right. And what types of things did you find that were of evidentiary value there?
Within the storage shed type structure, it was just various baby items, some medicines, clothing, bottles, just car seats. I mean, anything you could imagine that you would need to care for a child was inside that storage shed.
Okay. How did it look or appear? I mean, how were they placed in there, or how were they in there?
No, it was very disorganized, just not in any sort of organizational structure. It was just kind of thrown in there. Things were upside down, boxes turned over, clothes just appeared to be thrown in there. No sort of structure at all inside.
All right. And did you photograph what the condition of the shed, that outbuilding, before you searched it?
Yes.
Okay. And did you all remove anything or any items from that shed?
I believe most of the baby items got removed that night, yes.
Okay. And did you take photos, or someone there take photos of the evidence and the items that you removed from the shed?
Yes.
All right. Lieutenant Gillum, I'm going to hand you some photographs and ask you if you recognize them. Mr. Scott's still going through some of them, but if you would go ahead and take a look at those, see if you can identify what's been handed to you.
This is going to be the stored shed photographs.
Okay. And are those, in looking through those, are those the photos of the items that were recovered and removed from that outbuilding?
They are.
During your search?
Mhm.
All right. Okay. All right. I'll do that. Okay. If you would. That's okay. We'll just kind of go through these one by one. We'll try to go quickly.
Okay.
The first photograph that's there on the top, what is it a photograph of?
This is the outside of the storage shed, just with the door open, showing the contents inside and
Okay.
how they looked before anything was touched.
Okay. And does that accurately depict the shed, that outbuilding there before you all removed any of the items?
It does.
Judge, we move to make that Exhibit 101.
Objection. Full exhibit 101.
All right. And the next photograph, what is that a photograph of?
This is inside the shed. Again, just showing the various items. There's a swing type thing and looks like a bag of clothes and some more baby
All
items.
right. And again, is that a true and accurate photograph of the?
It is.
Into the- Judge, we move to make that Exhibit 102.
The exhibit 102.
And next photograph.
Same type thing inside the shed. This one is showing a picture of a bottle. It still actually has a little bit of milk in it.
Is that a true and accurate photograph?
It is.
We have to make that 103, Judge.
Be 103.
And next photograph.
Inside the shed, there's a box. It's got clothing, a ripped bag, a drink that looks like it's half drank.
Okay. Is that a true and accurate photograph of?
It is.
Move to make that 104.
Be full 104.
Next photograph, please.
Zoomed in on that box. It shows the nipple to a bottle. It looks very dirty.
Okay. And again, is that photograph taken before anything was removed?
No. That's before anything was touched.
All right. True and accurate photograph.
Yes, sir.
Move to make that Exhibit 105.
Full exhibit 105. Scott, I'm assuming you've seen these. If you have any objection to them.
That's correct.
Next photograph, please.
This is an even further zoomed in picture of the dirty nipple to the bottle in the box.
All right. It's a true and accurate photograph.
Yes.
Move to make that 106.
Full exhibit 106.
And the next photograph.
This is an item just used to take care of a baby in everyday needs. It had been removed from the shed. It's like a squeegee type thing.
Is that a true and accurate photograph of that item?
Yes, that one right there had been removed from the shed before the picture was took.
All right. But it was located in the shed.
It was.
All right. Judge, we move to make that 107.
Full 107.
Next photograph.
This is a yellow bottle. Again, there's still liquid inside of it, and it's dirty. That was located inside the shed, and it's a true and accurate.
Judge, we move to make that Exhibit 108.
108.
And Next photograph, please.
This is going to be baby clothing. It appears to be like shorts. It had been removed from the shed before the picture was taken.
Is that a true and accurate photograph?
Yes.
Move to make that Exhibit 109.
109.
Okay, the next photograph, please.
It's a picture of just right inside the door of the shed. You see a little onesie laying there on the ground, various diapers, some sort of stain on it.
Is that a true and accurate photograph of those
Yes.
items? Make that 1010, Judge, please. 110. What did I say?
110.
1010. It's getting late.
This next one's going to be a close-up of the onesie. It shows a stain on the inside where her bow would have went.
Is that a true and accurate photograph of
It
that
is.
item? We have to make that Exhibit 111.
111.
Next photograph.
This one is of the pillow and a blanket inside the shed, both with various stains on them.
Is that a true and accurate photograph of those items?
Yes.
We have to make that Exhibit 112.
Full exhibit 112.
This next one is just going to be a close-up of the pillow and the blanket that I just described.
Is that a true and accurate photograph?
It is.
We have to make that Exhibit 113.
Full exhibit 113.
Next photo.
This one's going to be of a cloth bib, again with various stains on it.
That been located inside the shed.
Yes,
All right.
inside the shed.
Judge will move to make that Exhibit 114.
Full exhibit 114.
Next photograph.
This is going to be inside the shed as well. It's just showing kind of what all was thrown in there. Looks like a cat carrier, some bibs, cloth bibs, diapers, and I believe that's going to be one of them diaper dispenser things there in the corner.
Is that a true and accurate photograph?
It is.
We move to make that Exhibit 115.
Full exhibit.
Next photograph, please.
This is as well going to be inside the shed before anything was touched, and it's just showing various things that was thrown around in there. Looks like this is going to be a smart pump, some more clothes, and diapers.
Judge will move to make that Exhibit 116.
Full exhibit 116.
Next photograph.
This is as well going to be inside the shed. There's a picture of a ladder, some more clothes tossed around.
Is that a true and accurate photograph?
It is.
Move to make that 118.
118. I'm sorry, 117.
Is it 117? I'm sorry. 117, sorry. I'm ahead of myself. Next photograph.
It's going to be a close-up of a dirty sock and like a medicine syringe.
And were they located inside the shed
They
as
were,
well?
yes. They were within the ladder.
Make that 118, Judge.
118.
Next photo.
It's going to be a close-up of the medicine syringe that was inside the shed.
Is that a true and accurate photo?
It is.
We have to make that 119.
119.
Next photograph, please.
These next couple are taken from outside the shed once they had already been removed, and this is a picture of a baby swing, and it's got just a whole bunch of stains on it.
All right. Is that a true and accurate photograph of what it looked like?
Yes.
Move to make that Exhibit 120.
120.
Next photo.
This next one is just the close-up of the swing where the stains were on the outside, just showing that the stains went all the way through the swing.
That photo accurately reflect the condition of it?
It
at the
does.
time? Move to make that Exhibit 121.
Full exhibit 121.
Next one.
The next one is going to be a Mickey and Minnie bottle with what appears to be milk still in the bottom of it, and it had been removed from the shed when the picture was took.
Move to make that Exhibit 122.
And that is an accurate picture.
Full exhibit 122.
Next photo.
It's just a close-up of the exact same bottle, just showing you about how much liquid was in the bottom of it when we took it out of the shed.
Okay. And you all did not in any way empty it, manipulate it, do anything
No.
else before you? All right. Move to make that exhibit 123.
Full exhibit 123.
Next photograph.
This is the onesie that I was talking about at the beginning. I don't know if y'all remember me talking about a onesie that was laying on the floor of the shed. This is going to be a close-up of the onesie once we removed it from the shed. It shows that there's brown stains toward where her butt would have been, and there's yellow orangish stains toward the collar of the onesie and the sleeve.
We have to make that exhibit 124.
Full exhibit 124.
Next photo, please.
And this is just going to be a close-up of the stain where her butt would have been on the onesie, where it's brownish green.
Is that the same onesie that was from the
It's the same
prior?
onesie, yeah. It's just a close-up.
We have to make that exhibit 125.
Full exhibit.
Next photograph.
Just various baby toys that was found from inside the shed that we removed.
Is it a true and accurate photograph?
Yes.
We have to make that exhibit 126.
Full exhibit 126.
Next photo.
The next photo is going to be the medicine syringe that we removed from the shed.
We have to make that exhibit 127.
Full exhibit 127.
Next photo.
It's going to be a bottle that we removed from the shed, and it's discolored with some sort of brown substance.
All right. Is that a true and accurate photograph?
It is.
We have to make that exhibit 128.
Full exhibit 128.
Next photo.
It's just going to be baby pants that we removed from the shed.
We have to make that exhibit 129.
Full exhibit 129.
Next one.
It's going to be the cloth bib that I talked about in a prior picture that we removed from the shed.
Is that a true and accurate photograph?
It is.
We have to make that exhibit 130.
130.
Next photo.
It's going to be a little baby sweater with various brownish, yellowish stains on it.
Is that also removed from the shed?
It was.
We have to make that exhibit 131.
Full exhibit 131.
Next photo.
It's going to be a close-up of the baby clothing.
Same item as in the previous.
Yes, same item.
We have to make that exhibit 132.
Full exhibit 132.
Next photo.
Little baby shorts. It says 6 months old for the size. They're dark blue.
And again, were those found in the shed?
They all were, yes.
Okay. We have to make that exhibit 133.
Full exhibit 133.
Next photo.
It's just going to be the top of a baby bottle.
Is that a true and accurate photo?
It is.
Make that exhibit 134.
Full exhibit 134.
Next photo.
It's going to be a baby suction that we removed from the shed.
We have to make that exhibit 135.
Full exhibit 135.
Next photo, please.
A baby blanket that we removed from the shed with yellow stains on it.
Is that a true and accurate photograph?
It
That
is.
item. We have to make that exhibit 136.
136.
Next photo.
This is a white trash bag that we removed from inside the shed. It appears to have various blankets inside.
We have to make that exhibit 137.
Full exhibit 137.
Next photo.
It's going to be the contents inside that white trash bag, and it looks like it's going to be a couple blankets and a cloth bib.
Okay. And have those items been removed from the bag that they were originally in?
Yes, they were removed from the bag.
Move to make that Exhibit 138.
138.
Next photo.
It's going to be a child's toy. It's a little pink bear we removed from the shed.
Move to make that Exhibit 139.
Full exhibit 139.
Next photo.
It's going to be baby pants. They're light blue in color.
Is that a true and accurate photo of that item?
It is.
Move to make it Exhibit 140.
Full exhibit 140.
Next photo.
It's going to be a cloth bib that we removed from the shed with various stains on it as well.
Move to make that Exhibit 141.
Full exhibit 141.
Next photo, please.
It's going to be a red blanket we removed from the shed.
Move to make that Exhibit 142.
Full exhibit 142.
Next photo.
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. But we approached it. Okay. I'll try to see how many more there are. I'm going to hand you up, I think, was about 40 more photos.
Okay.
Have you look through them and see if you can identify what those are photos of.
These all appear to come from inside that storage shed.
Okay. Are they true and accurate photos of the items that you all removed and took from the shed out at the Boswell property that night?
Yes.
Okay. Judge, introduce them individually. I think that will take us numbers 143 through 181.
Okay. I know it takes a long time, but I try to keep a list.
Okay.
So that later
Okay.
in the trial, we have to go through a specific
Okay.
photograph.
All right. Do you want me to just have her go through them
Just the way
individually?
you were doing.
All right. That's fine.
All right.
Start back up, Lieutenant Gillum. If you would, for the first photograph there, tell me what you're looking at.
It's going to be another medicine syringe.
Judge, we move to make that 143.
143. Actually, if there's no objection, they'll all be moved in as their respective number, so I don't have to, you say 143, and I have to say it again. They're all gonna be full exhibits, just read the number when you get it,
Okay.
so you will know what it is.
Okay.
That way, and I can keep writing it down.
Okay.
what it is.
That's fine. Next photo, please.
It's going to be a pink bottle with various brown stains on it.
Okay. We move to make that 144. Next photo.
It's various baby clothing, cloth bibs, and a toy rattle.
We move to make that 145.
This next one's going to be just a closer view of those exact items I just described.
Yeah, I
The
just
same,
did-
yeah, the
in
same picture, just
145.
zoomed
All right.
in.
And we move to make that 146. Next photo.
Just various bottles and the caps of bottles.
Move to make that Exhibit 147. Next photo.
A little Mickey and Minnie sweatshirt for a baby.
Move that in as Exhibit 148. Next photo, please.
I'm not really sure exactly the proper name for this, but it's like a measuring cup for like medicine liquid.
Is that a true and accurate photo?
It is.
Make that Exhibit 149. Next photo.
A little jumper, a little onesie.
We have to make that 150. Next photo.
The pillow that I described in the first set of photos with the brownish stain on it, that's going to be that pillow removed from the shed. A picture of it.
We have to make that 151. Next photograph, please.
Another little onesie.
We have to make that 152. Next photo.
This is another onesie covered in what appears to be dirt.
We have to make that 153. The next photo.
This is another onesie. It's got some various stains on it.
We have to make that 154. Next photograph, please.
Another medicine syringe.
Make that 155. Next photo.
This one's going to be another onesie. It's black in color with gypsy princess on it.
156. The next photo, please.
This is going to be medicine. It looks like it's prescribed to Evelyn Boswell, and it's some sort of ointment. I can't pronounce the name of the ointment.
All right, is that a true and accurate photograph? Which
It
you
is.
collected? Be Exhibit 157. Next photo, please.
And it's just going to be another up close of that exact ointment that I just described.
Make that 158. Next photograph, please.
The tube of the ointment was brought out of the packaging, and that's what this is going to be a picture of. It looks like it's supposed to go in the eye.
We have to make that Exhibit 159. Next photo, please.
It's going to be a sippy cup.
Move that as 160. Next photo.
Another sippy cup. This one's pink in color.
Make that 161. Next one, please.
It's going to be a close-up of that pink sippy cup that I just described.
Move that as 162. Next photo, please.
This is going to be the cap of a bottle, and it's got brown stuff all over it.
We have to make that 163. Next photo.
It's going to be a passy.
Exhibit 164. Next photograph, please.
2 baby spoons.
Move to make that 165. Next photo.
This is going to be a diaper bag that is unzipped, but all the items are still inside untouched, and it appears to be some medicine, a Mountain Dew can, some diapers, and just various things that I can see so far.
We have to make that Exhibit 166. Next photo.
This is going to be the medicine inside the diaper bag. It looks like it's going to be children's Tylenol.
Have to make that 167. Next photo.
It's going to be close up of the children's Tylenol in the diaper bag, and it looks like it's got some food and a cloth towel around it with some stains on it.
Have to make that 168. Next photo.
This is going to be another picture of the inside of the diaper bag showing the same thing, the Mountain Dew can with the cloth towel.
We have to make that 169. Next photo, please.
This is going to be a children's spoon, and on one end of the spoon it is got black residue on it.
We have to make that number 170. Next photo.
Mac and cheese baby food.
Move that as Exhibit 171. Next photo, please.
This is going to be some sort of tissue paper with brownish red stains on it.
Move that as Exhibit 172. And next photo.
It's just going to be another angle of the tissue paper with the brownish red stain.
Move that as Exhibit 173. Next photo.
It's going to be a suitcase with various clothing items inside.
Move that as Exhibit 174. Next photo.
It's going to be a red wagon, and inside the wagon there's a baby doll, some baby shampoo, wipes, and a suction.
Move to make that Exhibit 175. Next photo.
This is going to be a picture of the items beside the wagon inside. And it's got clothing, a car seat. It looks like a little bunny rabbit, teddy bear type thing.
Move that as Exhibit 176. Next photo.
This is going to be inside of another diaper bag, and it's stained with brownish, reddish type substance.
Move that as Exhibit 177. Next photo.
This is a cardboard box, and inside the box is several white bags.
Move that as Exhibit 178. Next photo.
And this is going to be a big black trash bag, and inside of it is clothing, toys, all things for a baby.
Move that as Exhibit 179. Next photo.
It's going to be 5 tubes of diaper rash cream.
Move to make that Exhibit 180. Next photo.
It's going to be a Mickey Minnie blanket with a brownish red stain in the middle.
Move to make that Exhibit 181.
That's it.
All right. Judge, I think they've all been admitted at this point. I would move to publish them to the jury. Detective Gillum, I put up what's been introduced as Exhibit 101. What are we looking at there?
That's going back to the very first picture. It's going to be outside the shed when the door was opened, exactly how the contents were when the door was opened, untouched.
Okay. You all had not moved anything at this point?
No, sir.
.102.
Contents inside the shed. I believe that's a swing type thing and some various clothing items.
.103.
That's going to be the contents inside the shed. There you can see a Mickey and Minnie bottle with some liquid still inside.
.104.
And that's going to be a cardboard box with clothes and a bag on top.
.105.
That's just going to be a close-up of that cardboard box, and it's kind of showing you there the top of a bottle.
.106.
Again, it's zoomed in on the top of the bottle. That's going to be...
107,
Sorry. That's going to be the suction thing that we removed from the shed.
.108.
That's going to be a bottle that we located inside the shed.
.109.
A piece of baby clothing.
.110.
And that's going to be a onesie on the floor of the shed, along with a pillow there on the left-hand side.
Are those the items that are sitting below the pillow? Can you tell what those are there?
Looks like diapers. Are you talking about right below the pillow?
Yes.
Yeah, those are diapers.
All right. And I think you have a laser pointer sitting beside you there on the stand. Looks like a.
Oh. Yes.
Sorry. If you could, on the screen up there, point out where we're talking about.
Oh, right here, diapers.
All right.
And that's going to be the pillow, and then there's the onesie.
All right. Thank you. And Exhibit 111.
That's the onesie I described, and these are the stains that I talked about.
112.
It's going to be the pillow with the brownish stain, and then a blanket.
.113.
Again, it's the same picture, just a little bit closer up to show you that pillow and blanket.
.114.
There's going to be a cloth bib right there on the floor.
Did you all collect that?
We did.
115.
Again, just showing you the contents there on the floor of that shed.
And for the items that you collected, did you collect all the items that were identified as, or how did you make decisions as far as what you collected?
No, we collected the cloth bib and then this little article of child's clothing. Pretty much anything baby related went.
Exhibit 116.
There was a ladder on the floor of the shed, and this is just a depiction of the contents around that ladder.
117.
It zoomed in a little bit, but you'll see right here is a medical syringe.
And you're indicating an area just inside the metal ladder that's depicted.
Yes,
Center of the
there should be a
photograph.
closer up photo of it next.
118.
It's,
Can you see it better there?
it's right there. Sorry, I'm a little shaky.
All right. Is it the syringe? As we're looking at the photograph, it's kind of on the left-hand side. Is it slightly pinkish color? Is that what we're looking at?
It is. There's a blue, what I think is a wipe case, and then it sits directly to the left of that blue wipe case.
And I'm going to show you 119, which I think might give you a little better.
Yes. Right there.
Is that a close-up image of that syringe?
It is.
And Exhibit 120.
That's going to be the child swing that was taken from inside the shed.
121.
And then this is what I was talking about, if you recall, where I said it shows the stain went through the entire swing. You can see right there what I'm talking about.
All right, so we're looking at the bottom. We're looking at the photograph. That's the bottom, the base of the.
Yes.
Okay. Exhibit 122.
It's going to be a Mickey Minnie bottle.
Do there appear to be any sort of substance inside the bottle?
There appears to be some milky, whitish looking liquid. He just shy of the bottom of the cup.
Exhibit 123.
That depicts a little bit better where the liquid is inside the cup.
Exhibit 124.
This is going to be the onesie that was on the floor of the shed. I see a stain on the cuff there of the arm, the collar up here, and then of course right toward the bottom.
And looking at that same item, I believe, Exhibit 125.
Yes, that's going to be a close-up of the stain.
And is that, yeah, you lifted the flap there on the bottom of the outfit. Is that what we're looking at?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Exhibit 126.
Just various baby toys.
Number 127.
A medicine syringe.
$128.
A bottle.
$129.
Child pants.
$130.
A cloth bib.
And again, all these items you all found inside the shed. Is that correct?
Every item, yes, was taken from inside the shed.
Number 131.
Another article of baby clothing, and then there's a stain. I believe it's right there.
Let me show you 132, which may give a little better view.
Yes,
Is that
that's the
that
exact same article of clothing where the stain is right there.
Exhibit 133.
Baby shorts.
Number 134.
The top of a bottle.
$135.
A baby's suction.
Number 136.
A blanket.
And these photos that are taken of these individual items, you all have removed them from the shed. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And took them back over to, it looks like, to the sheriff's office to photograph them.
Yes, they were in our evidence.
Number 137.
That's going to be a white trash bag with various blankets inside.
All right. And showing you 138. Is that the same bag of blankets there?
That's going to be the contents inside the bag, yes.
All right. So you've removed them from the
Correct.
bag at that point. Number 139.
A just a child's toy, little bear.
Exhibit 140.
Pants.
Was it the condition of the pants when you found them? Were they turned inside out like that, or did
Yes.
you all manipulate them?
Yes. How they each show in the picture is exactly how we found them.
Exhibit 141.
It's a cloth bib.
Number 142.
A red blanket.
143.
Another medicine syringe.
$144.
A baby's bottle.
Number 145.
Just various articles of clothing. I think there's a blanket, a little toy rattle.
And all these items were found together.
Yes.
And show you 146.
That is just going to be a close-up of those items, just a little bit more in detail. You can see what appears to be a sock there with some stains on it, like a little bow headband there. Just a close-up.
All right. Exhibit 147.
Various bottles and their lids.
148.
A Mickey Minnie sweatshirt for a baby.
Number 149.
Looks like a type of a measuring cup for some sort of medicine liquid.
150.
It's going to be a onesie.
$151.
That is going to be the pillow from inside the shed once it was removed.
Number 152.
It's another baby's onesie.
And 153.
Another onesie.
$154.
And that's going to be another onesie with various stains. You can see it toward the collar here and then more toward the bottom.
Number 155.
Medicine syringe.
$156.
Another onesie.
Appears to still be on a hanger. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Exhibit 157.
That's going to be the eye ointment.
158.
The ointment removed from the box.
159.
A close-up of the ointment tube.
All right. It looks like it says it's erythromycin
Yes.
ophthalmic ointment.
Yes.
$160.
A sippy cup.
161.
Another sippy cup.
162.
And that's just going to be a close-up of the previous sippy cup.
163.
That's going to be the lid of a sippy cup. It just shows the various stains on it, the blackish brownish stains.
164.
A passy.
165.
2 baby spoons.
166.
It looks to be a diaper bag, and that's the contents inside the diaper bag.
Is that before you removed any of the items from the diaper bag?
Yes, sir.
167.
That's going to be the bottle of children's Tylenol that was inside the diaper bag.
So that was found in the diaper bag that was shown in the previous
Yes, sir.
exhibit. 168.
There it is in the diaper bag beside the baby's food and the cloth.
169.
Just another angle of inside the diaper bag.
Exhibit 170.
That's going to be a children's spoon with some sort of black residue substance there on the end of the spoon.
Exhibit 171.
That's going to be the mac and cheese.
Had it been opened or was it unopened?
I can't. It looks like it's been an end has been opened. Just the way the packaging was.
Exhibit 172.
That is going to be the piece of tissue paper with the brownish red substance on it.
173.
And that's just another angle of the exact same tissue paper with the brownish red substance.
Number 174.
A suitcase with just various clothing items inside.
175.
That's going to be the red wagon. As you can see, there's baby shampoo here, a suction, some wipes, a baby doll.
Or 176.
There's going to be a car seat and just some various clothing items.
Number 177.
The inside of another bag that we found from inside the shed with some stains there on the side.
Exhibit 178.
It's going to be a cardboard box with several white bags.
Exhibit 179.
A black trash bag with various clothing and toys for all for a baby inside.
Number 180.
The 5 tubes of diaper rash cream.
Number 181.
Appears to be a child's blanket with a brownish red stain on it.
And all these items were collected and taken out of the shed.
Yes, sir. Every item.
Detective Gillum, you testified earlier about the interview that you did with Ms. Boswell over the sheriff's office.
Yes.
Sheriff's office located here in Blumpville, correct?
Correct.
That's Sullivan County?
Yes.
All right. The property that you went out to search, Tommy Boswell's, is out on Muddy Creek Road?
Yes. Muddy Creek is in Blumpville, inside Sullivan County.
All right. If you would answer any questions that Scott has for you.
Y'all come up here a minute.
Detective Gilliam, the items you collected, all these photographs that were admitted, were any of those items sent to TBI lab for testing?
I'm not sure if they were or not.
You weren't involved in that.
No, I was not.
You just collected it.
Correct.
Okay. Let's go back hour and a half or so to the interview we watched.
Uh-huh.
You talked to Megan on February the 18th, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What time of day was that?
It was in the evening. It was after working hours.
Okay, if you could help me narrow it down a little bit more than that. So when do working hours end?
Between 4 and 5. That interview probably took place around 6:30, maybe even 7.
Okay. She had an earlier interview with Tracy Haraz and a DCS worker. I think you seemed to reference that in your interview.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What kind of time gap between those two interviews?
I know when the referral first came out was right at 4 to 5 that day. And that's when Tracy and the DCS worker went to the residence and brought Megan back to the sheriff's office and had their interview. So I would say their interview might have took place around 5:36.
Okay. And your interview was basically just a follow-up on their interview?
Yes, sir.
Continuation, so to speak.
Yes.
All right. All the questions I have?
Redirect.
Nothing further, Judge.
All right. Will she still be under the subpoena, or should she be released?
We'll keep her under subpoena, Judge, but I just think she can be released at this time.
All right. You'll still be subject to subpoena, so don't, you can leave the courthouse, but make sure you're available. Do not discuss your testimony with any other witness or allow any other witness to discuss their testimony with you. All right? You can step.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stop right there for today. You're going to get tired of hearing these admonitions. I'm just going to tell you that now. You're not to communicate with other jurors or anyone else regarding any subject connected with this trial. You're not to form or express any opinion about the case until it is finally submitted to you. You're to report promptly to the court any incident involving an attempt by any person to improperly influence any jury member or a juror's violation of the court's admonitions. You're not to read, watch, or listen to any news reports concerning this case. You're to decide this case solely on the evidence introduced in this trial. You can go with the officer.
Everyone please stand. You may be seated.
Leave lawyers at the sidewalk. So you can duck.
Look for what that means.
I will be talking to them, you don't want to be in the way.
Oh, okay.
All right, folks, with the media. Now, I don't know how many times I said, don't put the camera somewhere and then listen to me. Your freedom depends on it. I don't know how many times I said, leading up to this trial and the first day of this trial, that you're not to zoom in close-ups of the defense lawyer, his client, his computer, or the same for the state. Now, I get a note from my assistant just a moment ago that you were zooming in on Mr. Scott's laptop to the point that you could see exactly what he was doing. That's an absolute violation of Rule 30. It's an absolute violation of this court's order. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you one warning. If it happens again, the media will be excluded from the rest of the trial. and you'll find yourself in jail. Now, I know that there was another person in here running the camera earlier today. At least I thought there was another person in here, not you.
No, sir, it wouldn't. I don't think that would be the case.
Okay. You talk to whoever else is going to be operating that camera. And you had better heed my warning. Okay?
Yes, sir. And if I did do that, it was inadvertent. I wasn't trying to shoot anything on the computer screen.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now,
The people.
my assistant came in here and she wouldn't have done it. And I told her to have the feed up in there and be monitoring it because I'm worried about the jury. But now I'm worried about attorney-client privilege. Okay? Don't let it happen again. Now, we'll be in recess till, I think we're going to start at about, do y'all want to start at 10 or 10:30? I was thinking 10:30 to about 4 tomorrow. If you have that many witnesses, you can line up. Huh?